Alrighty, here it is. Battle City action. And in this one, Arkana is going to take on Marik. So on paper, it should be a good match. Now, how much attention I pay to this match may vary because I am heading straight to my comments. Who wins rock, paper, scissors? It is Marik who elects to go first. So will we get to see the Winged Dragon of Ra? Well, Arkana's top of the table. He's only lost one game. Oh, Ectoplasma. Oh, we're going to get an Ectoplasma match. They're always fun. Alright, Marik throws down a face-down defense, and... Okay, to the comments. And Arkana plays Ectoplasma. He's got Dark Renewal in hand. That's not a bad card in itself as well. To be fair, Arkana's actually got a pretty decent hand. Although, what does he do here? He's just played Ectoplasma, so he wants to be careful what he plays, because if he plays a monster face up, he'll have to tribute it. Okay, Costa's D99. This is from the Chaz and Keith match from yesterday. Great duels. Keith holds Chaz more than I expected. His deck is very powerful. As for the wrestling world, I really want Kevin Owens to defeat Cody for the WWE title, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the Hurt business. Hurt Syndicate, as they are now called on AEW. In terms of Kevin Owens, I would be very surprised if he doesn't win a world title. Otherwise, they're building him up as this monster heel, and if Cody Rhodes wins, then it's just like, oh man, like, they built Kevin up, they pile drived Randy Orton, which we haven't seen a pile driver since like for nearly 10 years in WWE. So, you know, they got to do something big with Kevin. Put the title on, and he's good to watch as well. As Breaker the Magical Warrior comes to the field, Marik did play Vengeful Bog Sprite, so monsters can't attack the turn they're summoned, but Breaker will get a spell counter and will actually be able to get that Vengeful Bog Sprite off the field. And as for AEW with Bobby Lashley, I reckon Bobby Lashley is a good fit for AEW. He was in WWE for a while, and they just never did anything with him, which is a surprise. I mean, Bobby Lashley is also getting a bit older, but he was in Elimination Chamber at the start of the year. His build-up for that match was quite weak as well, and after that Elimination Chamber, they just never really did much with Bobby Lashley. Him, along with Angelo Dawkins and Montez, they just kind of hung at the back, and at least now Bobby gets more screen time and he gets to do a lot more. And who's he got with him? He's got Shelton Benjamin and MVP with him, which are two classic guys from back in the Ruthless Aggression era. So they're a good little faction for AEW. Sheldon Reynolds 5405 says Keith got robbed. He did the best out of everyone and deserved that win. I agree. Keith did actually deserve to win against Chaz. The play that he made was 7 completed, and that Battle Footballer, that was absolute gem. Alright, Neo the Magic Swordsman is going in for an attack, and it is against Visor Dez. And in goes Breaker the Magical Warrior, and that also does a lot of damage to Marik. He's hemorrhaging life points right now. 5,200, Arkana still at 7,300. Claire Valentine 7881 says, literally made my whole day, so beyond happy to see Maya as a champion. That is for the Duelist Kingdom season. Maya took out the last match with Weevil, the very last match of the season, and cemented her place on top. 11 wins, 4 losses. Second to fifth were 10 wins and 5 losses. So yes, Maya was crowned the Duelist Kingdom champion, and rightly so. She is the Duelist Kingdom GOAT. Card Player 21 says, I'm a big chess fan. Well then, Card Player 21, are you watching Ding Loren against Gukesh? They had a rest day today, but they'll be back at it tomorrow with... Mirror Force. Take that, Arkana. Anyway, yes, the World Chess Championship, or the FIDE World Championship, is being played currently. It's And if you're a chess fan, it's like you wait for this all year. It's literally like the top guy in the world is the winner of this match. Whoever wins, they are champion of the world. Card Player 21. I'm here for it. Can't wait for Battle City. I do. That's from the Gravekeeper and Taya match. So that'll be Gravekeepers taking on the Battle City series. That will be quite fun, given how good the Gravekeepers are. This is from the Chaz and Bandit Keith match as well. Joe Lowe's 7893. I played the Yu-Gi-Oh game on the GameCube. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. Falsebound Kingdom, that's what it's called. It's more like a real-time strategy game than a traditional Yu-Gi-Oh game. In brackets, what was it with console Yu-Gi-Oh games being different? Yeah, console Yu-Gi-Oh games, they varied. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories was almost basically Duelist Kingdom. It only had about I think it was 722 cards in the game, and on the PS1 you couldn't actually get all the cards. Magician of Black Chaos was like the guy on the front. You couldn't even get his ritual card or Magician of Black Chaos himself. It's like the ultimate troll. And I am looking at Arkana, who has Magical Dimension. He could have won it by now if he really wanted to, but it looks like he might not even need it, although he hasn't got any monsters in his hand now. Although, if Arkana draws another spellcaster, he can use Magical Dimension's effect still. And Arkana tributes Metal Reflect Slime. Oh, down goes Hellpolymer. That's a good card as well. Alright, Connor Chavez 7984 says, I have a massive bias for the level Armed Dragons. I'd love to see a level deck face-off. Yes, that was one that sprung to mind on me a couple of days ago. You know, you have Allure Queen, Armed Dragons, Silent Swordsman, Silent Magician as well. What other ones are there? There's a few of them out there, but the cards that level up are Ultimate Insect as well. It would be good to have like a little mini tournament with those themed decks of like level ups, just for a bit of fun. As Magician's Robe comes to the field and does 700 points to Marik. You got it this time, Arkana. No more messing around. Get rid of the rest of Marik's life points. Unless Marik has a face down to block, he will lose on this turn. Okay, destroy a card. Do not do that, Arkana. Don't destroy your own Dark Magician. Is it destroy a card, any card on the field, or is it just monsters? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Arkana picks up the first win. Marik will have to win 2 in a row against the top-ranking duelist of Battle City right now. Now, I know Arkana plays some cards he didn't play in the anime. Literally, like 75% of the cards Arkana played in the anime, or at least maybe about half of them, they don't actually exist in real card game. Arkana's deck was actually very difficult to put together. And I kind of had to go with cards that matched the power that Arkana used in the anime, since some of them didn't exist, and cards that suit his theme as well. So that's why Arkana's cards are the way they are. It's I had to improvise a bit with Arkana. Brian Dixon 9140 says, unless you need a specific spell or trap, always fetch Throne off Supernaturalist. Why let them know what Gravekeeper you want before you actually summon it? That's a very devious play. But oh man, the Gravekeeper's deck, how good is it? Like, it is such a beast of a deck. I've really enjoyed watching it, even if it's been against Duelist Kingdom. Cascade Hairstone 4606. I left a comment on the Odeon and Mako duel. Also loving the content. That was for the Yu-Gi and Strings match. Yeah, I see. The Mako and the Odeon one. There's another one before that. Random High Plus. God, that first match with Weevil almost perfectly drawing the order of his monsters. Lots of decent ones to start off with, and Mai having answers to just stay alive and winning it. A fitting match for Mai to become outright winner. We just have to ignore that last match. Yes, the first match of Weevil and Mai, that was a classic. That was one of the best ones I think Duelist Kingdom had produced. The second match, however, was funny in its own right, because Weevil drew pretty much the ultimate brick. You could not get more of a brick hand unless you physically pick up a house brick itself, as Old Vindictive is flipped up. No players have lost life points yet. Alright, more comments. Cascade Hairston 4606. I was OG and Duelist of the Roses with Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, Wasteland and Patrician of Darkness. Sometimes I would sub Violet Crystal if I didn't get Wasteland right away. Either way, with no polymerization needed, it made for a good combo for me. I usually don't like Zombies deck. Other than that, in the newer games, I had a great Gusto deck that I could count on. Duelist of the Roses, that game needs a revamp. That is one of the most unique Yu-Gi-Oh games I have ever seen. It's like, for those Final Fantasy fans out there, for the ones of you who played Final Fantasy Tactics, which unfortunately isn't a lot because Tactics was actually quite hard to get a hold of. Actually, it was hard to get a hold of in Australia. I don't know about the US or anywhere else in the world, but Final Fantasy Tactics was really, really good. It was very difficult, but it was very good as well. But that's kind of what Duelist of the Roses reminds me of. And there's Magical Blast. Oh, Spell of Pain. Marik can, I think, maybe for the first time, actually use that card's effect for a benefit of himself. And that's where the comments have ended. Then it flicks to 8 days ago. Alright, back to the match. Oh, Dark Magician. I look up at the right time just as the little scene plays. Has anyone tried GTA, the Definitive Edition, now that Rockstar have updated and patched the game? Oh, they're so good. They're so much better. I recently did a video finding all 100 hidden packages on GTA Vice City. I mean, I've passed GTA Vice City 100% like 20 times. On the PS2, I've passed the definitive one as well. I reckon GTA Vice City, of all the GTA games, GTA Vice City is by far the easiest one to 100%. And then, I kid you not, probably San Andreas. San Andreas is... It takes a long time to 100% it, but it's not particularly difficult, if that makes sense. There's nothing on GTA San Andreas that's actually really that difficult to do. It just takes a long time to do it all. But Vice City, oh man, Vice City is so easy to 100%. Like, nothing on Vice City as well is particularly difficult. Activate the effect of Revival Jam, Marik. He does. 1,000 points. Okay, turn change. Black Pendant. And Revival Jam will also come back to the field as well. Oh, will Marik be able to do a direct attack with Dralago? I think that's what he's going for here. Black Pendant. 2100. Isn't that an... If the only cards your opponent controls are face up with 1600 or more. Oh, okay. Our Marik player has read the card the same way I always thought it worked as well with Dralago. If the only cards your opponent controls are face up monsters, but he's got to face up Pitch Black Power Stone. Oh, a little trick nuance there with the card text. Either way, I don't think it's really going to matter. I mean, Arkana would have just attacked back anyway. Oh, there's 1,000 Knives. And oh, there you go. Arkana destroys Dralago with 1,000 Knives, so he didn't attack with Dark Magician. So it's like it was in defense mode all along. Well, actually, if Dark Magician attacked, it would have done 400 points of damage. If Marik wants his Revival Gem back, he's going to have to pay 1,000. So technically, Arkana actually still did more damage there. I mean, Marik's got 1,900 life points. He's got one card to draw. Marik has been 100% bested in this match. Dude, Arkana's a beast. He's so good. Revival Gem. Oh, Nidoria. If that's destroyed by battle, you can destroy a monster on the field. Down it goes. So, what's his name? Marik is defended himself. And he could get, if Nidoria flips up, if it gets destroyed by battle, then Marik could knock out the Dark Magician. And Sagi the Dark Clown at 600 points. I mean, it can destroy Revival Jam. Oh, Mystic Box. And he selects a face. Oh wow. He just destroyed Nidoria without by battle. Okay. Sagi's only 600 attack. Arkana's going to destroy his own Sagi the Dark Clown on Marik's field, do exactly 1900 points of damage, and this one is over. Oh, that's a good ending play from Arkana. Very clever. Destroys his own stupid clown and gets the win. Well, it was a pretty academic win by Arkana. He's doing fantastically in this season. Let's flip over to the brackets. Arkana's now 11-1. He is probably going to finish on top. He's just too strong at the moment. Next game is Shizu and Bakura. That should be fun. There's also Esper Rober against Loomis and Umbra. Weevil and Seeker. Oh, Joey and Kaiba. Nice. Odeon and Mai. They played an absolute classic in the preseason tournament. And Mako Rex Raptor. That could also be very good as well. Well, we've got Gravekeepers and Chaz coming up as well. And they're getting into the good duelists. Joey and Kaiba. We'll do the rotations next. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and thanks for leaving the comments. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.